Okay, I think we are now officially live. Actually, hold on one second. Why would that be? Why is my stream lower resolution and frame rate than we want it to be? Maybe I can fix that right now. Can't while I'm live. We'll fix it next time. We'll fix it in post. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Happy Halloween, to Bill O'Reilly and everybody else out there. I'm so sorry. It's been a while since we've streamed. It's been almost a week, but back. Gonna have some Splatoon this afternoon. We're gonna start off with our friend, the Mighty. I guess I should make sure everything's working. I'm a little rusty here. Hold on. Well, that's looking golden. And then just want to make sure we do our due diligence. Diligence done. Okay, it looks like we are definitely live. KDB and Zach 420, welcome to you both. Happy Thursday in this kind of nice late October. Hope you both are doing well. And Zach says that he is moving back to Orange County. Well, welcome back, man. Not that I live on the border of the Orange Curtain, but the county will be better for your presence. Welcome back to the Golden State. This Mighty, first thing when it heats up will be for you. He says Zach is currently driving from California to Indianapolis to get his stuff. So you've already been here in California and got your reason for coming back. Now you got to go back to your temporary home of Indiana, grab your stuff, and head back. Very cool, man. Well, here we go. KDB asks if I am dressing up this year for Halloween, and then shows a red maple leaf. Curious what that means. If you're dressing up as a Canadian this year. I guess maybe I am too, in that I am dressing up as a slightly sloppier, maybe more polite American. Not to denigrate any Canadians. They're wonderful people. Any Halloween plans at all? I'll definitely be watching some spooky, scary stuff. Been watching a lot of that this holiday season already. Not sure if I have any grander plans. Maybe I'll go see good old Shaq at Shacktoberfest at the Haunted Queen Mary. Who knows? The sky's the limit. Probably not actually going to go see Shaq at Shacktoberfest, but things, stranger things have happened, including the fact that there is such a thing called Shacktoberfest in Long Beach. An area of the country that Shaq has ostensibly no relation to, as far as I know. How about yourself, though, Katie or Zach? Anybody else out there? Any Halloween plans? Any fun costumes? I've never dressed up for Halloween since probably late elementary school. The closest I've come is doing parallel universe versions of myself, which is just me. And if I have to be somewhere with a costume, that's what I'll say. Then I'm myself from an exact replicant dimension. But one where the person cares a little bit more about Halloween. I do like spooky stuff, though. Katie says that they are going to be passing out the treats. Well, that's just as fun as getting the treats. At least that's what some people say. I'm never sure if that's actually true. I've never had enough trick-or-treaters to really measure that before. Always been in a place where trick-or-treating's been, for whatever reason, not super, or trick-or-treaters haven't been particularly abundant. Going to be the case again this year as well. But people always say, it's even more fun to pass out candy. That sounds like one of those, suspicious things that parents tell their children, that you're never sure whether it will actually bear out to be true until you are in those moments yourself. And maybe it's not very specific. Maybe it's much more specific and less generalized because I love some candy, and I'd rather eat the candy than give the candy away. So maybe if you're a dentist, you prefer to give the candy away. Mad Crypto MX, welcome back, Mad Crypto. It's been a moment. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you back here. Zach says he's going to be passing this year, passing out the candy, that is. He's going to be handing them out with a Stormtrooper outfit, which sounds pretty nice. And I know Zach in Orange County is the largest gathering of Stormtroopers in the world. There's they have a fun name, Legion something something, and they're all over the place. They show up all the time. Basically a bunch of people who just really, really, really love cosplaying and even role-playing Stormtroopers. So if you got a good enough costume, I'm sure there's a community for you. So it looks like both Zach and Katie agree that the passing out candy is better than the receiving the candy. Maybe one day I'll find out. Before we get started, let's just continue with the conversation topic. Favorite Halloween candy and least favorite Halloween candy. And let's not go with anything too esoteric. Let's stick to the staples. I'm sure you love your Mocha Kit Kats, but we're talking Milky Ways and Snickers. Not even Snickers Dark, just Snickers. Zach, pulling out his Star Wars references, says that he's too short to be a Stormtrooper, which means that you're a perfect height to be a Luke Skywalker. So we both know. My dog is not like the tenor of this conversation. She's let me know all about it. She's right here. She's just pissed. She looks old and she just is mad about everything right now. It's okay though, girl. You'll make it, I promise. Zach is a Snickers man. Great choice. My wife has pointed out to me before the bizarreness of I hate peanuts. Peanuts, I'm not a nut man. If I'm being honest, I'm just not a nut guy. Much prefer the twigs. But all your nuts, your legumes, don't eat them. Whatever a peanut is, legume probably. No thanks. And I'll even pick them off of brownies. But inside of a Snickers, totally great. Because it's a homogeneous blend. A Snickers is a homogeneous blend. It is one Snicker molecule. And thus you don't really taste the peanut. Because it's part of a Snicker. It is not a topping of a Snicker. That's the way I think about it. Carl, welcome back, Carl. Carl, voicing his input as well, which super appreciate. Thanks, Carl. Says, rarely eats the candy, so he'd rather just give it out. And that is 3 for 3. Passing it out is better than eating it. Maybe I am wrong here. And I've got to give up my selfishness and start passing out the candy instead of just frittering it away. Or whatever that verb is, and eating it later. Katie asks if we know about that house in the neighborhood. Usually a dentist who hands out the apples and toothbrushes, the buzzkill. I never had that. Never had a person hand out something that aggressively contra to the point of candy. That is a literal fuck you to candy. The closest I've come, and it's pretty close, but it's a different kind of weird. And this was routine, in fact. I had a lot of people would pass out Bibles, like little small pocket-sized Bibles, or like Christian tracts, like little pamphlets, instead of candy, because they thought, Halloween and trick-or-treating would get you sent to hell. So instead of candy, you got a lecture in a pamphlet, or a lecture in a book. Mr. Mr. Burgles. Well, welcome, Mr. Burgles. Thanks for joining us. Banana, monkey, watermelon, earth. That, I'm not sure what those emoji mean in sequence. Hopefully nothing vile. And I'm so sorry to even pass that aspersion. I'm always just suspicious of, and maybe it's because I'm old and I have been hoodwinked into thinking there's more insidious communication going on than there is. But I'm always just worried that people come in and post some like white power stuff and then duck out, and I'm just too oblivious to the messages and just read them right through. There's a lot of white nationalism popping up in the most unexpected places. Carl says, when I was a kid, a few of the older people would give out pennies, but this is back when you could buy penny candy. Oh, well, holy shit. Let's go ahead and I think mother. And I think that was the case for Mr. Burgles as well. Holy shit. That's some vile stuff. I really don't understand that at all. What that impulse comes from, what is attempting to be accomplished here. I just finished a book, understory, about all of these subterranean places in the world. And the author, without ever explicitly pointing out, definitely lets the reader in on the fact that there's a lot of gross, vulgar, disgusting philosophies out there. And in the entrance to every sort of forbidden and quasi-forbidden place that humans have erected into worlds beneath where we live now, there are almost always going to be some swastikas or other vaguely white nationalist slogans or signage or icons, and it's just a sad, weird thing. I don't get it. Do they feel better about themselves? It's like a guy who comes in here who makes his name the N-word. He's like, after he's blocked, is it like, yes, holy shit, my day is made. I really nailed that guy. It's not that he didn't bum me out. I mean, so I guess in some way, mission accomplished. Like, I feel a little bit worse for sure. Like, what the fuck, man? But I don't feel that much worse. I know how bad it is and how ubiquitous this garbage is. So it's not really shocking or surprising. I mean, I guess that here I am talking about it. It really just makes me so confused and a little sad. So if that was in fact the mission of some drive-by racism, great job. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm about to play some Splatoon and I'm high as hell, so what, basis do I have to say this on? But, like, is there not anything else more enjoyable you could be doing for yourself? Anything? Like, it's not that it bothers me that profoundly. It's just like, man, that dude had to make an account. He had to find this channel. He had to, like, do all this stuff for his, like, one moment of glory to come on to a place where there are a couple of people watching something. And it just doesn't make sense. Well, here's Mr. Burgles back again. And I guess the watermelon emoji is really, I had this initial reaction like, oh, maybe there's something vile and wrong there. And yeah. Oh, man. Well, Mr. Burgles, I'm glad your IP sorcery is helping you out here. We'll hit block again. I'm sure you'll be back. But let's give some more folks here some... Oh, I can't do it from my chat program here, unfortunately. I was going to mod up some people, and maybe we could continually block them, but, you know, who knows? Anyways, we finished our first mighty here. Let's get to the Splatoon like I've been promising. We won't feed the trolls anymore for the moment. Okay. So next thing we do is we switch our camera over here. Oh boy. Supreme Being says, have I ever tried the duster? And how we've got Mikey's bag of meat. Wow. I wonder where we have been discovered that we're having so many lovely new folks coming here and, you know, sharing their messages of love and positivity. Or as Kanye would call it, love speech. Looks like all these fine folks are sharing their love speech with us. Skin Mask Andy says, gee, I wonder where... Or Ski Mask Andy, excuse me. I didn't mean to suggest you had been taking people's faces for masks. No clue, guys, either. Grovel, you're here at an interesting time. And Grovel, my friend, maybe you could help me out here. We have been somehow overrun by just some really vile folk, and they're coming in faster than I can ban them. Thank you so much, Grovel. Appreciate it. Well, I'm sure you do, Mikey. I'm sure, but we've got to do our due diligence here. You know, I have no doubt your tenacity will outlast mine, but I gotta make some kind of effort. I don't understand, though. When I said, where are you guys all coming from? They made it seem like it was pretty obvious, but again, I'm not a very bright guy. Unless the answer is just very generally the internet, which, you know, is home to many proud racists. And YouTube generally, specifically. I keep messing up my general specifics today. No! Woo! Teammate saved my ass there. Thank you, teammate. Well, this looks like a great start. Good first game. Spoke too soon. Oh, maybe. They are making a nice little push here at the end. I'm guessing we still have it, but who the hell knows? Stranger things have happened. Holy shit. Wow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Gravel. Oh, Captain Content said us. He runs IP2. I don't know what IP2 is. I honestly thought you were talking about some, like, your VPN. I thought you were talking about IP masking or something. What the hell is IP2? He runs IP2. Well, that might very well be true. Oh shit, sorry teammates. Yikes. They were incredible. And I barely performed. So glad to be on their side though. Mr. Burgles, enlighten us here. What maybe is IP2 that Captain Content runs? Or am I being totally oblivious yet again, and Captain Content isn't a real thing or person, and is a catch-all name for shit on the internet? Which, in that case, is not a bad name. That YouTube would be Captain Content. That was close. Still survived it. Barely surviving is surviving. And, you know, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or whatever other bullshit they taught you in middle school gym. Oh, fuck! Barely surviving is surviving. They are kicking our asses, unfortunately. Maybe we have got some kind of comeback in our future. Gray J, welcome back, man. Good to see you. I would love it if you would join us, Cray J. Well, I don't know what I was doing there other than asking for death. I will take a break after this game. I will get our first volcano bag going, and I'll make a room, and hopefully we can get some folks joining us. And maybe we can also find out at some point what IP2 is. Maybe we don't want to know, but man, curiosity is a powerful emotion. Is curiosity an emotion? I mean, I guess emotions are largely semantic anyways, but really more of a personality type. Yikes! How'd we do? Well, thank you, Grovel. Ray J, of course I didn't forget about you, dude. You're the P-Man. I've not played with that many folks on Splatoon in that one day. It was you, aka P-Man, Bridget, aka Tamia Sanders, and then our other person that I've forgotten his name at the moment that I feel bad about, aka his other name that I forgot also at this moment I feel bad about, as an unstoppable team. And it was so much fun, and I hope to do it again. Grovel, that is such an excellent idea. That is super appreciated. Let's see if I can do this right from here. Probably not. As Mr. Burgles is saying, IP2 is always wins. Let's see. Trying to do this from my iPad, which is not smart. You know what I'm going to do? I'll leave that for just a moment. Let him talk about how IP2 does always seem to win. I'm going to go and make the room as promised, which is not what I'm doing right now at all. Now I'm doing it. Creating a room. Boom. I'm going to switch our camera over. And then I'm going to go to the, see if I can't take Grovel's excellent suggestion here on chat. Give me just a moment. Go to the old desktop site. Moment. That's loud. Okay. Bummer. I'll figure it out later. Sorry, everybody, for that. And Grovel, thank you so much for staying on top of it and taking care of that for us. Let's do this next bag. And we'll do it, of course, for Grovel and his vigilance. And also for P-Man and his patience. Let's see. I've seen all the pretty big, scary movies now at this point for the season. I think there's maybe one more coming out tomorrow, but fuck that one. Most of them are not great. 2 of them are very great. And I've forgotten most of them. Most recently saw one, the maybe most popular of them. Finally saw Smile, and if anything, I think the movie is maybe underappreciated. Very, very, very scary. A little heavy on the jump scare moments, but like movies that really go for it in terms of going unexpected big places, and Smile, to my delight, really went for it. And that's always a check mark for me. And not only does it go there, it's a good one of those, like, oh, dams. Didn't expect to like it as much as I did. Smile, probably the second best scary movie this season behind Barbarian, which I think has got to be number 1. Okay, we've got our bag. Let's switch over to our Splatoon cam and get ourselves going with P-Man here joining us. Just a moment. There we go. Thank you for your patience, P-Man. Let's roll. Grovel says that he just watched... nope. Thought it was an awesome movie. Glad you enjoyed it, Grovel. It is a movie that when I walked out of the theater, I thought, I'm pretty sure. Super sorry about that, P-Man. Probably my fault for waiting so long. I'll make another room for us here. Walked out of the theater, Grovel, going like, okay, I'm pretty sure I know what we were going for here. I don't quite understand some of the detours we went on. And I'm not sure the whole thing totally works. But there was some really impressive imagery and the plot goes in unexpected places and some really, really genuinely disturbing moments. One of the most disturbing moments from any horror movie this year, definitely from Nope. The not to give too much away, but the scene where they show off what the Nope creature is in that place. That was so horrifying when you understand what exactly is going on. But all that being said, Grovel, the more I thought about Nope, the more it grew on me in my thinking, and I quite like it now. I still think it's probably the weakest of all of his movies, but it's the rare movie that gets better the more I think about it. I'm not 100% sure that it ever will or does make any kind of perfect sense. But I can't help but like it anyways. Or like thinking about it at the very least. Hammerman. Well, I'm surprised he hasn't killed me yet. Maybe I can... There he goes. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome, Carpe Bayet. So glad you could join us again. Sorry for the vile folks hanging out with us today. They're not really letting us on to where they're coming from, but... Oh. Well, that was a slow motion disaster, man. I saw it coming. I saw it crest that hill. The horror in my eyes grew. I knew I had to turn around. It was my only option. But I also knew that I didn't have the time. Oh, shit! Well, maybe. Would have been way better had I not died right then, but anything is still possible. We are definitely down in this moment, but maybe our teammates will come out here and redeem me. Lord knows I need it. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I'm so sorry, P-Man. Excuse me, Piss Man. He gave us permission last time to call him Piss Man, and I always think, why half-ass it? He's the Piss Man. Not only did we get wrecked, but we got wrecked by a Splatendian youth, a scrub, Marcy. Congratulations, guys. We did lose that one, but first game jitters out of the way. I went 1-4. Terrible. First game jitters out the way. And now I smell nothing but success in our future. Carpe, welcome back. I already said that, I think. Grovel asked, though, if I'm going to get Bayonetta 3 this Friday. All right, Grovel. Here's a shameful blind spot. I have attempted to play Bayonetta 2. Excuse me, Bayonetta 1, only the original, twice. Once on Xbox 360 and then years later on PC. And it just never clicked with me. And I know that, it's even supposed to be Bayonetta 2. Many people I trust a lot. Their video game opinions say it's the greatest single action game ever made. I just, for whatever reason, haven't done it yet. The Bayonetta 3 reviews have got me real, excited. But honestly, Grovel, and this is the, it's a kind of, I think I'm going to wait for whatever Switch HD, Switch 2, whatever Nintendo finally puts out sometime in the future with some extra horsepower. I really feel like Bayonetta 3 is a kind of game that would benefit from some extra juice, but... Oh, that's a vacuum gun! I tried. So, probably not, but I hope to get a Bayonetta trilogy 4K remaster on the Switch 2. Platinum is a company that I've had the developer mixed feelings towards, which I guess is kind of like their record of development. It's pretty mixed. Super loved Astral Chain on the Switch, which if you've never played that game is super amazing. Loved it a lot. And I think I talked about it earlier. Got my Steam Deck this year. Was playing a bunch of stuff that I never beat on old PC games. And finally went through and beat Metal Gear Revengeance on PC, the Platinum action game starring Raiden. And it was as good as everybody said, so... I've got a lot of Platinum love at the moment. Good game, by the way. Piss Man, keeping it close. It'd be really nice to kill that guy. At least I didn't get killed by him. For now. Oh, 10 missiles. Killer whale. Nice going, orange team. Buttholes. Ooh, very, very close. Definitely looks... Ooh, no. I don't know, man. Instead of looking at the map, I should probably get out there and try to get out as much paint as I can. I did not get out much paint there at the end, and I don't think... Oh my god, Cray J Piss Man, I'm so sorry. Let me get you back in here. My bad. And that was because some people were spamming messages. My bad, dude. Let's start that lobby up again. So sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get our second bag going here. Thank you to everybody out there in chat. Helping keep it clear of our racist not friends. Let's hit stop. Let's open up a lobby with friends. And by lobby, I mean a room. Adam IRL asks, and Not sure whether it is a troll or not. Obviously, if I'm doing some Bayesian reasoning here, updating my priors, I'm going to say very likely going to be a troll. But I've had so many people ask me sincerely this question that I will answer it sincerely, whether or not it is asked with sincerity or to be. I mean, I take zero offense to it, but no, I am not a trans man. I am a cis man. But Adam IRL, you are not the first. So, if in fact you're a troll, there's some more fodder for you. Unfortunately, it doesn't really bother me, but if you're not the first person to ever ask that. I have been called many times ma'am to the back of my head. Or excuse me, miss, to the back of my skull many, many times. And the person who does it is usually mortified, and it honestly never ever bothers me. The one thing, vain thing that does bother me, and it bothers me a lot, and I hate the fact that it bothers me, and I won't say it, but I have a douchebag first name. I have a real shithead first name. My first name is synonymous with asshole. And, I hate it because it's one of those things, it's like, I hate it because it's kind of true. Like, I really am this kind of person too. But I won't say it. But I do have the first name of a true asshole. I'll give you one hint. It's not Chad. Yes, we are Cray J. Don't worry, Piss Man. I feel like with your leadership and guidance here, we can make a comeback here. A classic Splatoon comeback. Not smart? Ooh! Excellent push, green team. Sorry to have just died in the middle of a beautiful push like that, but nicely done. Gives us some hope. And just like that, hope snatched. As we like to say here, Pandora was a bitch. Why didn't she just leave apathy in the box? We've got this green team. Comeback of the century. My bad. Not great timing for the comeback of the century. We are winning at the moment, but no longer. That's how quick these things change. Buttholes. We did end up losing. Eric, welcome. So glad you could join us. We're here talking with a bunch of really insanely disgusting white supremacist folks. It's hard to know which ones are white supremacists in chat and not. And we're talking about names. We're talking about whether or not I'm a trans person. Familiar topics, surprisingly enough. Piss Man, we tried our best, but we just couldn't rain down our golden shower from above just enough. My 2 and 4 really didn't help things, but Piss Man rocking a 5 and 5. As he always does. Brute force. This man is switching over to the bucket, which, oh my god, we're rocking 3 blobbers, which I did confess earlier this week. Of course, it's my new weapon. It's my favorite thing. You know, the blobber and I were always meant to be, but I was getting the name wrong. My wife told me, dude, I think it's blobber, not blow blobber. And I went, oh my god, you're right. And while I was briefly embarrassed about my lack of phonetic skills, I was delighted by the phonetic. What's the term for something that sounds nice? Phonal aesthetics. It has great phonal aesthetics. Blobber. Makes the Arrested Development puns all the easier. Get antenna missiled. Almost died. Oh, find me! Dude, it just outplayed me hardcore. Oh, but I got him with some splashback. Sorry, homie. Oh my god, our base is empty. Well, I will work on that at least. I don't think I'd ever seen a base that empty before. We were all just ready to get out there and paint. Kind of a waste, but there's so much to do at our base, I might get another one. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna guess they are comfortably ahead now. We took our time getting our base taken care of. Still enough time to make it count, though. Thank you, Hawk, saving my life. Nice! Oh my god. Not looking so good for them now. Hard to come back from a wipeout with 15 seconds left. And another wipeout. Beautiful, beautiful victory. Well, welcome, Wheats. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Grobble says he may have to give it a try. The blobber. It just speaks to me, Grobble. I can't say it's going to be for everybody, but I should always just be spewing shit at people. It's just a natural emotion for me. It just belches out from me. Shit. So it makes sense that it would be the weapon for me. Carpe says, bong hits. Yes, you're so right, Carpe. I need to do some weed. We got ourselves kicked out of our lobby there. I'll go and make ourselves our room again. And then, because Carpe reminded us, so, mostly, so very, kindly, we will do another bag for him. So if you give me 1 second here, Pissman, I'll finish out this bag and we'll get our third started. Pissman says for him, the blob needs a new kit. Do you mean a new, like, ultimate and sub weapon? I also would like to see that. I would love to see some, maybe a different, especially sub weapon. I'm not a big sprinkler guy. I'm getting a little better with it, but not my favorite. Anyways, just a second. Let's go ahead and get this started. Pissman wants his blob to have the splat bomb and reef slider. Those do sound more fun. I'd love to give that reef slider a chance. It's killed me many, many, many times. Anyways, there we go. Third bag. Thank you, Carpe, for the reminder. I'm going to hit ready up. What is up with you, dog? Really? Really, dog? It's not that hard. You got a whole futon to yourself. Life isn't that bad, dog. You're making it look hard. All right, good luck, blue team. Let's get ourselves another easy victory here. Try not to get sniped in the process. Ooh, not as successful as I wanted. That guy looked like he had some cool gear. Look at him, all striped up. Very stylish, that guy. Well, that was a quick death. Let's see how we're doing. Looks like there's still more blue on the map. It's always a joy to see. Buttholes. Well, at least we traded instead of just totally dying out. I'm coming to you, Pissman. Not your fault if I get killed. Thanks for holding it down, Pissman. Homie up there. And I had my special and died again. Okay, still hanging in there. It looks like we're still winning for the moment. Oh man, traded again. Always these post factos. Okay, I'm gonna go to our base. Get this last corner. It might come down to it. Something like that. And there's a nice big juicy platform. Totally unhit. Oh, shart. Oh no! Oh my god, is this gonna be close? I think they pulled it out in the last, like, 2.2 seconds. I think they did come away with it, yeah. Oh, damn. Man, I thought it was way closer than that. We got pretty handily beat. Doesn't mean it didn't happen in the last few seconds, but wasn't super close. Grubble asked if I played Jenny LeClue. It's a point-and-click game, and he just beat it and thought it was excellent. Not only have I not played it, I've never even heard of it, Grovel. Is it a Game Pass game? I haven't played too many point-and-click adventures recently. I guess some Telltale game would have been the last one I did, but I'm so curious. I'm gonna Google it right now. You're a man of good taste, and I have never heard of it, as far as I know. Jenny LeClue, Detective U. Ah, for the Switch. No, never heard of it. What? So curious. What drove you to it, Grovel? Did you hear somebody else talking about it? Where did you discover it, and what made you want to play it? And sorry to have let you down, Piss Man. Well, let's get away from all that scary business there. I'll watch your ass, Piss Man. Well, I got the guy who was coming for you. He got me too, but... Ooh, nice. A lot of stuff at home base. I'll take care of hitting up the base. Okay. Get some more paint out. There's my special. Oh my god, can't make easy jumps right now. Might as well get this while I'm here, so I don't have to come back for it. And it looks like you guys are holding it down just fine out there. I have not seen any of these guys in a while. Oh, there's one sneaking towards our base. I think it was just one of them. Darn it. Jumped right into that guy. Ooh, uh-oh, uh-oh. They are in perfect position to take over here at the end, just like last time. I'll try not to make any stupid errors. I'm not sure. I think we've got it. I think we got it. Grovel says in regards to Jenny LeClue that it's on both PS4 and on Switch. He saw it was on sale. Decided to give it a shot, but it ends in a cliffhanger. And when I looked it up, it looks like it came out in 2018, so it's a little bit old. Hopefully the mystery of Jenny LeClue will be solved at some point, but I'm not sure if there's a sequel out or not. Yes, excellent game, Pissman. Finally, a hard-earned victory for us over here. Well, I'm so glad to hear it, Eric. At least Splatoon is it's a fun game to watch, I think. It's there's plenty of back and forth. There's not a lot of people just going to a spot and staying there and waiting for a moment to... holy shit, number one guy, Catsickle with 8 and 1. Thank you so much, Catsickle. Also, Pissman rocking a 6 and 3. Nicely done, Pissman. And of course, a communication error. Ooh. I'm curious. If any of you guys, excuse me, are playing Marble Snap, the new card game that is taking the digital card game, taking the world by storm, made by Hearthstone developers. I talked a little bit about it on our last stream. I had heard people talk about it from the beta. I've been hearing about it for a while. The kind of sort of elevator pitch is disregard the Marvel licensing unless you're a big, huge Marvel fan. Doesn't matter. It's an excellent card game that takes like 5 minutes or less to play. An entire game. There are only 6 turns in a game in which you can play at maximum, 12 cards? It is a blast to play. If you have any love for board games or card games, if you were a Hearthstone player, not a game I played a whole lot of. I played a little bit of it when it was just out, but I probably already played more Marble Snap in a week than I already played Marble Hearthstone ever. That 5-minute long game is just so appealing, and it is takes less time to learn than a game takes to play, which is to say, no time at all. And it's insanely popular right now, and for good reason, because the game is excellent, and it has, at least as far as I've seen so far, incredibly few predatory DLC practices. It seems to be pretty generous with the cards and shit it gives you. I haven't given it any money. But if you enjoy card games, and especially you are like so many young folks right now, you don't have much of an attention span, give it a chance. I have been enjoying it immensely. Sorry, Axel Angie. Sorry, Enigma. That's an Autobomb. I'm so glad I didn't accidentally get that dude killed. I was horrified that bomb was going to explode the second that dude spawned in right then, but just missed him. Boy, I'm having trouble finding places to paint. They're that far behind. They must have somebody not playing, right? This is a bloodbath. Almost got me with the Trizuka. Oh, man. Oh, they did get one sneaking over. Oh, they've got 2 over at our base. Oh, no. While we've been camping them, they've been camping us. Dun, dun, dun. Should have got some more ink out. Wow, that guy got a lot. That last troll, all in one name. Basically every all of the big time slurs right now, all smacked into one. It's like those old collect call ads, but instead of trying to tell your parents a giant life event like it's Bob, we had a baby, it's a boy. That was an ad that played for a long time for collect calls. But instead of that, it's for really terrible things. So in many ways, not like it at all. Excellent game, Pissman. And even better game, Nico Echo, however you say it. You're not listening, but if you were, I'd say, thanks, man. You did great. Let's finish this bag for Carpe Buy It. It's been a long time coming. And then we'll take a nice little break after this. I'll hit pause. We'll do ourselves our next bag. I'll wet my whistle. It'll be great. Excuse me. Man, collect call ads. When was the last time somebody mentioned a collect call ad that wasn't immediately preempted by the statement, man, do you guys remember collect call ads? There's going to be a lot of people who don't remember collect calls. I mean, I barely remember collect calls. If you don't know, if you are out here and you are too young and you're like, what the fuck is a collect call? Well, two things. One, you ain't been to prison. And two, you didn't grow up in the 80s or 90s when there were payphones everywhere. It is a way of charging somebody's phone bill so that you can call them from a payphone without money, without change. You can call somebody collect so that they take the charge on their phone bill if you don't have pocket change, or if you just don't, you're just an asshole and you don't want to pay the 25 cents for a payphone. But mostly collect calls were a great way for washed up celebrities in the 90s to make some quick coin. Including Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd, very famously, 1-800-CALL-ATT, who's still, selling himself for whatever dollar. I was in a Spirit Halloween store earlier this week, and Christopher Lloyd is starring in the Spirit Halloween direct-to-VOD movie, in case you were wondering and wanted to rent that. I haven't seen it, but I think I could go ahead and say I wouldn't advise it. No offense to you, Christopher Lloyd. But, how are we doing? Oh, we got this in the bag, I think. Yeah, I'm not even going to spawn out here. Don't give a poo-poo. Nixie Nix Foe, welcome, Nixie Nix Foe. Thanks for joining us. Oh my god, I was so wrong, we lost. Shame on me. I said, I'm not even going to spawn out here, I'm so confident. Boom, we only lost by 0.8%. So it's feasible that I could have blobbed that 0.8% out in my hubristic, I don't even need to spawn out. One of the very few consistent themes on Wheats, the very few consistent themes on Wheats live streams, let's further caveat this, is hubris gonna get you. I think we need a better guy to represent hubris than Icarus. It's over. there are too many metaphors in the world of incredibly obvious metaphors for soon-to-be failed things. Well, thank you so much. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm very high. I'm so sorry. Pissman, I did say I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to switch our stream over here. Just a moment. And then I'm going to go do our next bag. And looks like we got our friends. Wow, I'm trying to see if I'm missing any slurs in there, but I think I've got them all. Sometimes there are ones that I'm not even privy to or don't recognize, but I think I do. Colin Blakely, well, thanks, man. I hope you enjoy that review. I think no, I won't even say it. I was going to spoil it from memory, but let you enjoy. Speaking of Hush, the most Jewish of all the vaporizer brands that I know of, lots of proud. This is really going to stir up the troll here, is it not? Oh boy, there are just a lot of proud, like made in Israel and other, I think even Yiddish writing on it. I'm not 100% sure. But I did just finish the excellent and incredibly Jewish, I mean, up there with Michael Chabon level of Jewishness in a delightful way. Michael Chabon's my favorite author. Maybe because he writes so beautifully about Judaism. I'm not Jewish, but I find it a fun culture to read about and a fun history. Anyways, just finished the most Jewish show I've ever seen, The Patient on FX, a mini series and a real one, not a fake mini series that is like a will they, won't they for a actual series. No, this is like a 10 episode, it's done clearly mini series. Starring everybody's favorite Steve Carell, finally not doing something weird and off-putting for the first time in a while. Now he's a psychologist who gets abducted by a sociopath played by Domhnall Gleeson of Ex Machina and Star Wars and Peter Rabbit, maybe not, one of the Rabbit movies. He's the bad guy in it. He gets kidnapped by him, who he abducts Steve Carell to be his personal therapist, living in his basement because he no longer wishes to be a serial killer. And the show is very wonderful. I enjoyed it immensely. It is from the creators of The Americans, maybe the most forgotten great show of the past 10, 15 years is the FX show, The Americans, the show about two Russian spies who assimilate into America, deep undercover, and eventually raise a family with some teenagers to be Russian spies in the US, but live like Americans. A show that doesn't get mentioned as much as some of the greats from its era, but is just as good as your Mad Men, almost as good as your Breaking Bads. If you haven't seen it, check that one out. Let's go to this bag that I've been promising. Nick's Bo. I'm sorry, I missed at the your comments there. I just got on a ramble. Says Nixie says, I'm just streaming at the moment, but went to find some people to watch while I take a break. Well, I'm so sorry that I'm also taking a break at the moment. I will be back very soon. Let's do this bag. I hope you'll stick around and watch, hang out with us. My day is going well, Nixie. I hope yours is as well. But let me know if not. And we've been having a good day of Splatoon here. Eric says, Israel knows it's weed. I'm not sure if I find that surprising or unsurprising. I'm curious how you know. About the quality of Israel's weed. They have amazing scientists there. Probably amazing horticulturalists. It seems like it would be a great place for some cheap energy to grow weed indoors. I'm not sure about the water part. And then I'm really not sure. I don't know what Israel's water situation is. But wow, I didn't realize that. However, Eric, you just made me realize I buried the lead here. This entire stream has just been a build up to this moment, and this bag, Eric, is going to be one part for you and one. You will get one. Hold on. I didn't want to guess out because I would have been very embarrassed. Let's see if I would have been. Yes, I would have been. I'm glad I didn't say it. Eric, this bag is 183.13 99999% yours. The other remaining 83 or 83 point, you get the point. I don't need to do it. Go to our friends in Germany, where it was just announced earlier this week that they are on the path to legalized recreational weed. They may beat us here in the States. I mean, it was inevitable. Go back, rewind the tape to when Joe Biden said that he was going to let off anybody left in federal custody for a weed crime or possession charge. I think you can go back and I said, it will be like dominoes for the rest of the world at this point. Other countries will be racing to do it. Germany was the surprising first. Well, maybe. I don't know when it's supposed to take effect. Like all good millennials, I just read the headline. Didn't read the article. But congratulations nonetheless. I have no reason to believe they won't do it. They may beat us here in the United States. That's no hate. I hope every country beats us. Not because we're that much slower and it takes that much longer from this point, but just simply because everybody is like, what are we waiting for? Let's just go ahead and get this shit done. And nothing takes as long as it does in America. Amen. Hallelujah. Good on you, Germany. Finally, some good news from the Rhineland. And with that, let's switch back over to Splatoon. Hit the games cam, hop back in. Pissman, if you are out there, looks like you are. I'm going to create a room again. I'd love for you to join us. I'm going to look back in chat. I think I neglected chat still. Started rambling again. It's how we know we're high. Nick says, do we ever let viewers join us? Nixie, do we ever let viewers join us? We love for viewers. Pissman here is a viewer. Grovel, not playing with us at the moment, but Grovel plays with us all the time. We love it so much. Let me, if you send me your friend code, Nixie, I would be happy to add you. Happy for you to come play some games with us. Alternatively, I can give you mine. I'm going to have to switch cameras again while I look it up. Hold on. Forgot how to do it for a moment. I used to be so good that I had this as... Grovel, we would love to have you. Please join us if you would be so inclined. I'm going to post this friend code here, and then I'll copy it again and lose it again. I've been having some real sad problems with my PC, my beloved PC here recently. And so I said to myself, you know what? I'm just going to do a fresh Windows reinstall. It's about time. Might as well. So I did a whole reinstall of Windows last week. This is a boring topic. Oh, I did this so I can, well, I should probably wait until if they add us, and then I will switch back. I guess I shouldn't let people see other people's names, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, what was I talking about? No idea. Lost it completely. My bad. $80 hours or more of Splatoon playtime already. Yikes, that's a little high. I've been loving it though. OJ Simp, welcome back, OJ Simp. So glad to have you. CM Rigdon, well, welcome. Oh, I was talking about Windows. Yes. Oh, sorry, Eric. Thank you. Although I was just talking about how boring it was. Yeah, reinstalled Windows. Was hoping it was going to solve my bizarre problem. Won't go into what it was, but a very weird issue. Did the big fresh reinstall. Put all of the programs back on. Got all of my apps locations back up and running. Instead of immediately checking to see if I could replicate the issue, I spent the hours getting the PC back to the way it was before and just assumed everything was going to be okay. And sure enough, as I turned away, came back, and the problem persisted. And I was like, oh, it was a colossal waste of time. But now I know about 300 other ways to not fix a BIOS issue that I didn't know before. So I'm not sure if that's a bright side. I don't think it is, but we looked at a side. Nixie. Oh, you added me. That's right. I didn't add you. What am I doing here? I'm so high. I'm so sorry. I'm going to switch over here back to Games Cam. Join regular battle. Thank you so much, guys. I am focused here again. We've got Grovel. We've got P-Man creating the room. Thank you for joining me. Nixie, yes, send me your friend request, friend code. We'll try it that way. Maybe mine didn't go through for some reason, but I would be happy to add you that way too. Just let me know. Nixie, while you are pulling that up, I'm going to go ahead and play one game with this crew who's been waiting so patiently. Please send me your friend code in the meantime, and I will be happy to add you, and hopefully we can get you in for our next game. By the way, Pissman looks at my 80 hours of Splatoon 3 and scoffs and says 80 hours ain't nothing, and he drops an almost 10x level of playtime in Splatoon 2 with 750 hours. Holy hell, man, that is impressive. My most played games of all time, if I had to guess, in order of actual playtime, number one would somehow unbelievably, even to me, but I think if I tabulated it up, it must be true. My most played game of all time is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Switch. A game I've never played online. A game I have pretty much only played with my wife. But I have probably 1,000 hours. My play counter is unfortunately off because I had a Switch stolen. And also because sometimes we play on my wife's Switch, her version. But probably 1,000 hours of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Maybe 900 of those just between her and I. We play a lot of Smash Bros. Together. It's great. Number two would probably be Final Fantasy XI on the PlayStation 2 of all consoles. It was the one MMO I ever really played. Played it back when I was in high school. Really enjoyed it. It was, in retrospect, a brutal, time-wasting slog that I enjoyed quite a lot at the time. So not unlike most MMOs, I guess. And then number 3, I would say my most played game of all time is the objectively greatest game ever made. I think it's fine to say, sorry, Tetris. I think there's a fair argument that Tetris at one point was the mechanically best game ever made, but that is no longer true. The best game ever made objectively is Slay the Spire on everything. I first played it on early access on PC. It is a hard game, a roguelike hard game. So you are moving up a spire, building a deck of cards, and trying to assemble an amazing deck of cards to challenge the beating heart of the spire. An impossible game to sort of describe unless you have many reference points, but a game that my PC version has 400 hours on. Not all of them are mine. It's a game that I love and pitch to somebody so often that I've had friends come over just to play Slay the Spire, especially when it was only in early access. Maybe even hundreds of hours of Slay the Spire over here from other people than me. Love it. Thank you, Nixie. Ooh, that's a bummer. And Nixie sent us her friend code. Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can, but I'm gonna have to hit stop, unfortunately. So sorry, Grovel and Pissman. I hit keep going. That's okay. What I'll do is do this. Don't look at my camera. All right, here we go. I just hit keep going by total accident. Add friend. Receive friend requests. No. Search friend code. There we go. Sorry for the loss there, Pissman and Grovel. My total bad. Hopefully I don't get booted. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. Well, I did get a communication error, but that means I can get this in just fine. I'll make the room again if you guys would be so kind as to rejoin. I'm going to send my friend, or look for Nixie one more time. I think I screwed it up in my panic not to have a communication error, which happened anyways. So I'm going to definitely be able to type 12 digits in a row. I've got this. Nixie, maybe I am wrong. It's saying I can't find you. 157002616. Maybe 4436. Fingers crossed. No, I messed it up so many times. My bad. Here we go. Thanks for waiting, everybody. Super sorry about that. Creating our room. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Guys, I am so sorry. Well, damn. I didn't think I ended unnaturally, but looks like this is going to be, they dropped the ban hammer on me. I guess I quit too many times. I didn't remember quitting, but that is what Nintendo says. And unfortunately, I don't know if you guys can hear my voice starting to fail. Probably going to use this as a sign to say, I am so sorry to everybody, especially you, Nixie. I am so sorry. This really sucks. Unfortunate. Damn. My bad, guys. Didn't intend for this to be the case. So sorry. But we will use this as our excuse to go ahead and call the stream. Maybe I'll still have some voice to be able to stream tomorrow. That is going to be the goal. Again, sorry it ended in such a bad, dumb way. But it was super fun hanging out with everybody and playing as always. And I hope to be back with you guys tomorrow playing. Until then, stay high, stay healthy. See you guys soon. Sorry for the bummer.